Modern medicine often sees clogged arteries as a simple plumbing problem, but what if it is something much deeper? What if it is a sign of a systemic imbalance throughout your entire body that can be corrected with ancient wisdom? Today, we are not just sharing a few recipes. We are exploring the ancient science of Ayurveda and its powerful botanical formulas to help heal your heart from the inside out. Welcome back to Healthier Daily, the channel where we give you the simple science-backed truths to live a stronger and more independent life after 60. I'm your host, Dr. Ben Carter. And to be our guide into this deep and ancient healing philosophy, we are joined by a physician who has spent his life studying the world's great traditions of natural medicine. It is our great honor to welcome Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara.
Thank you for having me, Ben. It is a pleasure to share this beautiful wisdom.
Doctor, this is a topic that is new to many of our viewers. Before we get to the specific remedies, can you please explain the basic philosophy of Ayurveda when it comes to a problem like clogged arteries and heart health?
Of course. Ayurveda is a very beautiful and a very logical system of medicine from ancient India. It teaches us that a problem like a clogged artery is not the beginning of the disease. It is the end result of a long process of imbalance. The root of the problem often lies in three main areas. First is the buildup of ama. You can think of ama as a sticky, toxic metabolic waste that is the result of incomplete digestion. This ama is what clogs the channels of the body. Second is a weakness of our Agni. You can think of Agni as your digestive and your metabolic fire. When this fire is weak, we do not digest our food properly, and this is what creates the toxic ama in the first place. And third is the health of our hridaya. This is the Sanskrit word for the heart center. It is not just the physical pump, but the energetic and the emotional heart as well.
That is a beautiful and a very holistic way to look at heart health. And that is exactly how we have structured our guide for you today. In this masterclass, we will explore 3 steps based on this ancient Ayurvedic wisdom. First, in part 2, we will learn about the remedies for cleansing the ama. Then in part 3, we will learn how to balance the Agni. And finally, in part 4, we will discover the master remedy for rejuvenating the heart. It is a true blessing to have access to this deep and ancient wisdom that honors the beautiful interconnectedness of our entire body. If you are ready to learn this deep, holistic approach to healing your heart and your arteries, please type the number 1 in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. It's completely free. And this is a journey into a new world of healing that you will not want to miss. Okay, doctor, let's begin this Ayurvedic healing journey for our heart and our arteries. You said that the very first step in this ancient process before we can do anything else is to cleanse the body of this sticky metabolic toxin that you called ama. What are the remedies for step 1, cleansing the ama?
Yes. Before we can begin to rebuild a house, we must first clear out all of the old garbage that is inside. The ama is the garbage. And the beautiful wisdom of Ayurveda gives us 2 powerful tools for this important cleansing process. The first tool is for cleansing the gut, and the second tool is for cleansing the blood. This cleansing process is so very important for the person who just feels toxic, heavy, and sluggish all of the time. I had a patient, a gentleman in his 60s. He came to me and he used the perfect word to describe how he felt. He told me he felt like his entire body was full of sludge. He had very high cholesterol, he suffered from a great deal of brain fog, and he had no energy at all. In Ayurvedic terms, his Agni, his metabolic fire, was very weak. And as a result of this, his body was full of this sticky, toxic ama. The very first step in his healing journey was not to give him a powerful heart medicine, but to simply begin this gentle, daily cleansing process.
So where do we begin this cleansing process, doctor, in the blood or in the gut?
In Ayurveda, we always begin in the gut. The gut is the root of our health. And for this, the master Ayurvedic remedy used for thousands of years is a very famous herbal formula called Triphala. It is a very gentle but a very profound cleanser for the entire digestive tract.
And Triphala is a brilliant combination of 3 different but very synergistic fruits, isn't that right?
Yes. Its name, Triphala, literally means 3 fruits. It is made of Amalaki, Bibataki, and Haritaki. Each one of these fruits has a slightly different and a very gentle cleansing and rejuvenating action on the digestive system.
The ancient wisdom behind this formula is so beautiful, and it is now being confirmed by our modern science. By gently cleansing the gut with a formula like Triphala, you are doing 2 very important things for your heart health. First, as we now know, you are helping to reduce the systemic body-wide inflammation that so often begins with an unhealthy gut. And second, you are improving your body's ability to be able to absorb all of the other healthy and healing nutrients from your food. The Amalaki fruit in particular, which is also known as the Indian gooseberry, is one of the richest natural sources of vitamin C on the entire planet. And this powerful antioxidant, as we know, helps to protect your arteries from that dangerous oxidative damage or that rusting process that we talked about earlier.
So the Triphala is the gentle cleanser for the gut. Our second remedy in this cleansing step is the cleanser for the blood itself. It is the triple threat detox brew, which is made from 3 simple ingredients, from your kitchen garlic, ginger, and lemon.
This is another incredibly intelligent combination from a scientific perspective. Let's break down how each of these ingredients works to cleanse the blood. First, we have the garlic. The powerful sulfur compound allicin that is found in fresh garlic has been shown in many studies to help prevent the dangerous oxidation of your LDL cholesterol. It is helping to prevent that rusting process that makes the cholesterol sticky and much more likely to form a plaque. Second, we have the ginger. The gingerols that are in the ginger are powerfully anti-inflammatory. They are helping to put out the fire of inflammation that is happening in the blood vessels themselves. And third, we have the lemon. It provides another huge dose of that artery, protecting vitamin C, and the citric acid also acts as a very gentle and a very natural cleanser for the entire system.
And to prepare this brew is very simple. You will gently boil 5 to 6 cloves of mashed garlic and about a 1-inch piece of mashed ginger in 1 liter of water for about 5 to 7 minutes. You will then let this mixture cool down. And it is very important that you wait until it is at room temperature before you add the juice of 1 whole lemon. You can then store this mixture in a glass container in your refrigerator. The dose is to drink just 1 small 50 milliliter glass every morning, preferably on an empty stomach. It is a truly blessed thing, doctor, to have this ancient wisdom that teaches us that true healing must always begin with a gentle and a very thorough cleansing of the body.
So step 1 of this ancient Ayurvedic protocol is all about cleansing the system of that old sticky ama. We are using the power of Triphala for the gut and the wonderful garlic ginger lemon brew for the blood. That is a perfect and a very logical start to the healing process. Doctor, once the system is clean, what is the second important step in this ancient approach to healing our heart?
Once the old garbage has been cleared out of the house, we must now balance the Agni. The Agni is your digestive and your metabolic fire. It is the intelligence in your body that properly transforms the food that you eat into healthy tissue. When this fire is weak or it is unbalanced, we do not digest our food properly, and this is what creates more of that sticky ama in the first place. When this fire is strong and balanced, we create health and vitality. Our next two remedies are masters at helping to balance this important fire. This is so very important for the person who is struggling with what modern medicine now calls metabolic syndrome. I had a patient, a woman in her late 60s. She was suffering from high blood sugar, she had high cholesterol, and her body was in a state of constant low-grade inflammation. In Ayurvedic terms, her agni, her metabolic fire, was very weak and very unbalanced. Her body was not processing its fuel correctly, and this was causing a great deal of damage to her arteries.
So how did you begin to help her to balance her metabolic fire, doctor?
We started with a very simple and a very powerful traditional remedy. It is fenugreek seed water. In the tradition of Ayurveda, fenugreek is a classic and a very revered herb for helping to balance blood sugar and for supporting a healthy and an efficient metabolism.
And the modern science on fenugreek is absolutely incredible, especially when it comes to blood sugar. It is absolutely packed with a very special type of soluble fiber and other unique compounds that have been shown in numerous high-quality scientific studies to significantly improve our body's insulin sensitivity. This means that it helps your body's cells to be able to hear the important message from the hormone insulin much more clearly. And this allows the sugar to move out of your blood and into your cells to be used for energy much more efficiently. The experiment that Dr. Vivek mentioned in the source text, where he showed a measurable drop in a person's blood sugar just 15 minutes after drinking the fenugreek water, is a powerful testament to this immediate effect. By helping to balance the blood sugar, you are directly reducing one of the major sources of inflammation and damage to your precious arteries.
And it is very easy to prepare. You simply take 1 to 2 teaspoons of the fenugreek seeds and you soak them in a glass of warm water overnight. In the morning, on an empty stomach, you just strain the water and you drink it. It is not very tasty, I must admit, but it is very, very effective.
So the fenugreek is a master at balancing the sugar part of our metabolism. What is the second remedy for balancing our agni, doctor?
Our second remedy for balancing our agni is a master at balancing the inflammatory part of our metabolism. It is, of course, the beautiful golden spice that is so famous in Ayurveda turmeric.
And while we have talked about turmeric many times before on Healthier Daily, it is so important in this specific context. The active compound curcumin is, as we know, one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories on the planet. It helps to heal the lining of the arteries from the inside. But in Ayurvedic terms, it is also considered to be a warming spice that helps to strengthen the agni, or the digestive fire. It is helping the body to better digest and to process inflammation more efficiently. And as we must always remember, for this to work properly, it must be combined with that tiny pinch of black pepper.
And a wonderful and a very simple way to use this is to take about 1/4 of a teaspoon of a good organic turmeric powder. Add it to a glass of warm water with a tiny pinch of freshly ground black pepper, and to drink this at night before you go to sleep. This allows the powerful anti-inflammatory compounds to work their magic throughout your entire body while you are in your natural resting and repairing state.
It is a beautiful and a blessed thing to have these simple, natural tools from the earth to help bring our body's complex and wonderful systems back into a state of healthy and harmonious balance. This is such deep and practical wisdom, doctor. We love sharing it with our global community. To help us see our global community, please let us know what city, state, or country you are watching from. We love hearing from all of you. So step 1 of our Ayurvedic protocol is all about cleansing the system of that old sticky ama, using Triphala for the gut and the garlic ginger brew for the blood. And step 2 is all about balancing our Agni, our metabolic fire, with fenugreek and turmeric. It is a beautiful and a very logical progression, doctor. What is the third and final step in this ancient healing protocol for our heart?
We have now cleansed the body of the old toxins, and we have helped to balance the fire in order to prevent new toxins from forming. The final and the most beautiful step in this process is to directly nourish and to rejuvenate the heart itself. This is what in the tradition of Ayurveda we call a rasayana for the heart. A rasayana is a special deep restorative tonic, and the master rasayana, the most revered and respected heart tonic in all of Ayurvedic medicine, is an herb that comes from the bark of a special tree in India. It is called Arjuna. This herb is so special and so revered for its gentle but very profound strengthening properties. I had a patient, a gentleman, who was recovering from a very serious heart event. He was, of course, following all of his cardiologist's important instructions and taking his prescribed medications, but he was feeling very weak, very tired, and very fearful in his own body. We used a simple Arjuna tea as a gentle supportive therapy alongside his medical care to help him to regain his strength and, very importantly, his confidence in his own heart. Over time, he told me that it gave him a sense of calm and a deep resilience that he had not felt since before his illness.
And the modern science that is now emerging, particularly from India, is beginning to understand the incredible wisdom behind this ancient remedy. The bark of the Arjuna tree is absolutely packed with very powerful and very protective compounds, including special tannins and unique flavonoids. High-quality scientific studies have shown that these compounds can have a direct, positive, and strengthening effect on the heart muscle itself. They have what is called a cardiotonic effect. This means that they can help to strengthen the heart's contractions and can help to improve its overall efficiency as a pump. They also have a powerful antioxidant effect, which helps to protect the precious heart muscle from the daily damage of oxidative stress. It is a true and a very direct nourishing tonic for the heart. Now, Doctor, the source text for our video gives a wonderful and a very practical suggestion on how our viewers can use all 5 of these different remedies that we have discussed without becoming overwhelmed. Can you please explain the wisdom of the weekly rotation?
Yes, it is very important that you do not try to take all 5 of these remedies at the same time. That would be too much for the body. The wise and the gentle approach is to choose one single remedy from our list and to use it consistently for 1 full week. The next week, you can choose a different remedy from our list. For example, 1 week, you may choose to do the fenugreek water. The next week, you may choose to do the Triphala at night. By gently rotating these remedies in this way, you are providing your body with a wide and a very beautiful variety of different healing compounds. And this also helps to prevent your body from adapting too quickly to any one single herb. It is a very intelligent and a very sustainable approach to long-term health.
And finally, Doctor, before we conclude our video today, we must mention the very important safety warnings from the source text. These are powerful medicinal remedies.
Yes, it is very important that our viewers are safe. As the text correctly notes, if a person is hemophilic or is on strong blood-thinning medication, they should be very cautious about using large amounts of the garlic brew, as it also has a natural blood-thinning effect. And if a person has a known history of gallbladder stones, they must be very cautious with the regular use of turmeric. And of course, for any of these powerful remedies, it is absolutely essential that you speak with your own doctor first to make sure that they are safe for you.
That is the perfect responsible advice, doctor. It is a blessed reminder that we must always use these powerful natural tools with both great wisdom and with great respect for our body's own unique and individual condition. Doctor, this has been an incredible and a very deep journey into the ancient wisdom of Ayurveda. You have given our viewers a complete and a very holistic protocol for helping to open blocked arteries. Your 3-pillar protocol shows us how to first cleanse the ama, or the toxins from our system, then to balance the agni, or our metabolic fire, and finally to directly nourish and to rejuvenate the heart itself. This is a profound and a very hopeful approach to senior health. By following this wise advice, our viewers can now begin to address the deep root causes of their blocked arteries and not just the symptoms. This knowledge is a true cornerstone of a proactive senior health strategy, one that is so often overlooked here in the West. It is a practical daily way to invest in your long-term heart health and to fight back against the very real danger of blocked arteries.
I want to leave you with this one final thought. You must not just focus on the blockage that is in your artery. You must focus on the imbalance that is in your entire body. When you work to restore the balance, the body has a beautiful and an intelligent way of healing the blockage on its own.
That is a beautiful message, doctor, to focus on the balance of the whole system. It's a wonderful reminder to be good stewards of our health by embracing the holistic wisdom of these blessed and ancient traditions from around the world. And of course, it is absolutely essential that you speak with your personal doctor or a qualified Ayurvedic practitioner before starting any new and powerful herbal remedies, especially if you have any existing health conditions or are taking medications. Please remember that our conversation today is for educational purposes and is not a substitute for the direct medical advice from your own trusted physician. If you found this guide empowering and it gave you a new perspective on your heart health, please give this video a like so that others can find this vital information. And be sure to share it with a friend or a family member who you believe could benefit from this gentle and holistic approach. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It is completely free and it ensures you will not miss our next deep dive into your health and well-being. And for our community discussion today, we would love to know, which of these ancient Ayurvedic remedies are you most interested in learning more about? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for being with us. Be well.